Ladies and gentlemen, with just 10 days for the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoffs in Morocco, our Super Eagles are gearing up to make their mark, and you're going to check out some interesting and exciting updates from their camp as they are ready to bring skill, speed, and passion to the field of play in Morocco from the 13th to the 16th of November 2025. Before I do that, quickly let's do it together. If you are new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to our Super Eagles by liking the video and sharing to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kwejo Asante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do well to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. And no more, straightforward, let's get into the video. And starts from the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoffs scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 13th to the 16th of this month, November 2025. The first game, semi-final game indeed, will be between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Panthers of Gabon, exactly 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time, at the Prince Moulay El Hassan Sports Complex in Morocco, Rabat. And ahead of the game, a lot of happenings are surrounding the Super Eagles team. First and foremost, Eric Sekuchel, God willing, this week will meet with the Nigerian Football Federation Technical Committee to finalize on the number of players who will be featuring for the Super Eagles in this mini tournament. Aside that, they will draw conclusion on their arrangements. I have already stated on this platform that NFF even started their preparation just after our last game against Benin at the Gosio Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. So they are just going to take a transition of that. And according to the report that I have, the team will begin camping on the 9th of November 2025. And the players have to fly directly from their residence to Morocco on the 10th of November 2025. But the technical team and the other backroom staff will depart that of Nigeria to Morocco on the 9th of November 2025. These are the extensive details surrounding the Super Eagles team. According to NFF board, who spoke with the Guardian newspaper, he has given out a lot of insight coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles team. And as you all know, according to the latest reports coming in, the Confederation of African Football would adopt the VAR, talking of the video assistant referee, for this mini tournament to ensure that all these countries will play in accordance with the rules and regulations of the game. And aside that, you all know that it's going to help the various referees to take the right decision through controversial situations. And these are the latest coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let me quickly go through what this NFF chieftain spoke about the Super Eagles team ahead of our squad release, same as preparation towards this mini tournament at the Guardian newspaper. The NFF started preparations for the playoff immediately after the last Group C game of the qualifiers against Republic of Benin because of the importance attached to the qualifiers. Chelle has submitted the list already, but he hasn't given NFF the permission to make it public yet. I think he is checking and also waiting on the fitness updates on some players before making a final decision on his players. This is what he said. Let me just end up on these words. There is also the talk about an enlarged squad of 25 players for the tournament rather than the usual 22 or 23 players. As soon as Chelle gives go ahead, it will be made public. So these are the latest I've already spoken about. It's a mini tournament. Initially, we used to know of the Super Eagles releasing 23-man squad for our previous matches. And going in this mini tournament is a tournament. So you want to expand the squad from at least 23 to 25-man squad. This is what they are still contemplating about. And that is the latest coming in from the camp of our very own Super Eagles of Nigeria. Still in the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, one of the Nigerian former international has given advice to Eric Sekuchel. His name is Demeji Lawal. According to Demeji Lawal, Eric Sekuchel should select the right players to represent the Super Eagles at this mini tournament. If you are able to do that, definitely these players will deliver for Nigeria And at the end of the journey, you are going to be victorious. Let's check out the exact words of his with completesports.com. The Super Eagles head coach must make the right decision at this stage by inviting players who are prepared to give their utmost efforts to help Nigeria qualify for the 2026 World Cup. There is no room for errors. That is it. No margin for error. No stone unturned, leaving it same. He must invite players that understand the task at hand because they must not jeopardize the second chance of qualifying for the World Cup. Gabon are a good team, but the Super Eagles remain the best. Gabon are a good team, but the Super Eagles remain the best. In as much as they are ready to fight us, we also have the qualities to fight against them. And these are the exact words coming in from Demeji Lawal, a former Nigerian international. Now, still in the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, let me proceed from Jacob Murphy's camp. This is coming from a chieftain of the Nigerian Football Federation. According to this chieftain, Eric Sekuchel has spoken at length with Jacob Murphy of Newcastle United. I will give background check of who he is. After the lengthy talks with him, he prefers playing for England. He thinks a day will come for him to be called into the Three Lions of England team. So as it stands now, he is just pursuing to get his signature into the Three Lions of England team, where he can commit his full international future to. And with the latest reports from this chieftain, Eric Sekuchel really wanted him to be part of the Super Eagles team for this upcoming mini tournament in Morocco. But Jacob Murphy has already given out what his decision is to Eric Sekuchel. But this chieftain also thinks if Nigeria is able to make it to USA, Canada, and Mexico, it's customary that this player will come and tell Eric Sekuchel that he wants to play for the Super Eagles. But that time, it will be too late for him to represent the Super Eagles. Now, let's look for the background checks of who Jacob Murphy is. I know a lot of people in the football community knows who Jacob Murphy is. Jacob Kai Murphy plays his club football for Newcastle United, and he plays predominantly as a right winger. He can play as a left winger, same as a right midfielder. This season, I stand to be corrected, about 11 games for his club side, Newcastle United. Across all competitions, he has scored 2 goals and is yet to assist for Newcastle United. Jacob Murphy, when you are talking about him, his mother is an Irish and his father, John, is from Nigeria. So after Eric Sekuchel tracing his Nigerian roots, he got to know that this player can indeed play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria because Eric Chelle believes in his pace, his versatility, same as his work rates from his club side Newcastle United, replicating it in the Super Eagles team. Let's check out the exact words of this chieftain. I can reliably tell you that Eric Chelle had contact with Murphy on playing for Nigeria, but he prefers England. It will change if we qualify for the World Cup, but I guess it might be late for Chelle, who is in the final stages of building this team. This is what a chieftain of the Nigerian Football Federation has revealed about Jacob Murphy of Newcastle United. You know, they are twins. You have Joyce Murphy and that's of Jacob Murphy. I'm talking about the player who plays for Newcastle United. It's quite interesting to see some of these updates surrounding the Super Eagles team ahead of this mini tournament in that potential of making it USA, Canada, and Mexico. Still in the camp of our very own Super Eagles and new players that can be introduced into our team. Let's talk about this updates or reports from one of the reliable sources in Nigeria, OnGoNigeria.com. They've reported that Eric Sekuchel is seriously monitoring this right back who plays his club football for Blackburn Rovers in the Championship in England. His name is Ryan Alibiesu. And in their reports also suggest that Eric Sekuchel wants or expects one thing from this player. He needs the best backup option to Ola Aina, and he prefers Benjamin Frederick playing as a centre back to that of the right back position. We all know that we also have Bright Osai Samuel, but according to the reports, Eric Sekuchel needs new backup option to Ola Aina. That will be a long-term project into the Super Eagles team. And he sees this right back who plays his club football for Blackburn Rovers, Ryan, as the best fit into the right back position, as the best backup option to Ola Aina. And according to reports from OnGoNigeria.com, a lot of things have transpired between Eric Sekuchel and Ryan Alubiesu, and is ever ready and representing the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Though he was born in England, but both parents are from Nigeria. And anytime Nigeria gives him a call up, he will honor the call up to come and play for the Super Eagles. But going in this mini tournament, it will be very difficult for him to get a call up. But subsequently, he might come in to replace injured Ola Aina, so that subsequently he will be fit as a backup option to Ola Aina if he recovers from his injury. Let's give out background checks of who this player is. As I've stated, he plays predominantly as a right back for Blackburn Rovers in the championship, but he can also play as a right midfielder. This season, I stand to be corrected, in about 13 games across all competitions, Ryan has scored once and assisted once for his club side, Blackburn Rovers. Let me continue with this statistics. I will be back with more background checks of who he is to authenticate his best fit into the Super Eagles team as the best backup option to that of Ola Aina. 1 goal, 1 assist, 2.04 expected assists, 83.8% pass accuracy, 12 chances created, 12 successful crosses, 11 successful dribbles, 15 touches in opposition box, 33 tackles won, 54 duels won, 5 block shots, 38 recoveries. So these are some of his statistics. I needed to authenticate it with it for you to know who this player is. Now, let me talk about his attributes on the field of play. I just love his athleticism, the way he's able to read game, splinting in, splinting out on the field of play as a fullback for his club side, Blackburn Rovers. Aside that, he's having that crossing ability. We've all seen from the statistics that he has been able to win 12 crosses. And looking at the statistics on this platform, I can say that his crossing ability will be one of the best options for the Super Eagles team if you are looking at what he can do for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So these are some of the statistics based on his defensive awareness for the Super Eagles. He best be fit as a right best option for the Super Eagles in the right back position for Ola Aina. And that is that coming in from his camp. Now, let me proceed from our women football and let me talk about our Super Falconets. According to the latest reports from Wafu Zombi, God willing, from the 7th to the 12th of this month, they'll be having the Wafu Zombi Girls Cup. Initially, it was scheduled to take place from the 3rd to the 10th of November 2025. But I've seen that one of the countries have withdrawn from. And if it is, they've now changed the format of this tournament to that of a leg. So you are going to have that of a mini leg as compared to that mini tournament. So it's going to be all play all at the end of the journey. Who wins in all these matches or who tops the table will be crowned the champion of the 2025 Wafu Zombi Under 20 Girls Cup, scheduled to take place in Benin from the 7th to the 12th of November 2025. And we have only 3 countries, Nigeria, Ghana, and Benin, going to compete. So Nigeria will face Ghana twice, facing Benin twice, same as for other countries in that respective order. And that is it coming in from the camp of our Super Falconets. Now, let me talk about Michelle Alozie and the 2025 FIFPRO World 11. I spoke about this, I think, barely a week ago on this platform. And finally, they've come out with the best 11 in terms of the women's side in the world. And I've already spoken about this award. That is a global award that recognizes the best 11 female and male footballers professionally in the world. And the votes are being based on how these professionals are going to vote for each other. And they've drawn conclusion. And the unfortunate news is that Michelle Alozie, right back for our Super Falcons, didn't make the final cut. And let's have the final cuts on our screens as I quickly go through for you. The FIFPRO World 11. We have Hampton in the post. We have Bryce. We have Williamson, Battle, and other players who made the final cuts in the FIFPRO World 11. Talking of the 2025 edition in the female side. But Barbara Banda from Zambia also made the final cut from Africa. So that is a piece of good news for Zambia football, same as Barbara Banda from Zambia. And that is it coming in from our women football. Let me end this presentation from our very own Ali Zuberu, who is the head coach for the Flying Eagles. He has signed a new contract for one of the second division sides in Egypt, Telecom Football Club in Egypt, and is now the seventh Nigerian coach to coach outside Nigeria. We have names like Steven Keshi, Samson Siasuya, Christian Chuku, Harrison, Okagbi, and Emmanuel Amonike, Sunday Olisi, and Igbo. These are all coaches who have coached from Nigeria or outside Nigeria. And currently, Aliu Ziberu is the next coach or the next Nigerian coach to coach outside Nigeria. Though he's within Africa, but he has tried his best. And I think that he's going to have some amount of money in his pocket. And there's the time he wants to move on with his coaching career. Now, from Nigeria to Egypt, let's see how things will transpire around the camp of Aliu Ziberu, and I'll keep you updated with any latest that transpires from his camp as to whether he's going to continue as the coach of the Flying Eagles or as to whether the Nigerian Football Federation will be appointing new under-20 coach. We'll keep you updated on this platform. So these are the latest surrounding Nigeria football and sports as well. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Subsequently, it's too late. I'll give you special shout out. So don't worry. Let's meet in the next one. Until you meet again, it's bye for now.